So we've just started off some brilliant work. We're trying to work on BPF Malawi's 3-year strategy. So we're trying to look at what are some of the issues that we're trying to tap into the next 3 years. And it's quite exciting, because I'm excited for BPF Malawi. I feel like we're transitioning into a brighter future that can impact greatly in Malawi here. We have economic challenges as well on that. And we also have the youth facing their own challenges, teenage pregnancies, lack of youth health-friendly services or information. So those issues are what we're trying to see how best BPF Malawi can tackle them or can provide interventions. We have some strategic objectives for different strands. So for example, at the moment, we already have sports for development. So we can have an objective, a specific strategic objective for sports for development for the next 3 years in terms of what are our goals for sports for development, what we want to achieve in the next 3 years, what are our programming activities. So those are the things we're looking at. And at the same time, operationally, we do have transport challenges. So what are some of the resources that we want to feed into our strategy so that in the next 3 years, transportation should no longer be an issue for us. We want to be seen as the Malawian NGO with S4D expertise because we do not have that in Malawi yet, to see that an organization that promotes S4D that is local. So I think that's how we want to be seen. Asandi, what makes you special? What's so special about you?
Yes.
Palifuso?
So what's so special about me is my brain. That's special when I'm learning some things, some vocabularies that can help me to build my own self-esteem so I can promote it in my community. I can change the community in so many ways. I can teach some people how to interact with other people, so it's helpful a lot.
Many youths they are having a lot of challenges, early marriage, HIV, a lot of challenges. They're not trusting themselves. They need a help from someone to achieve their dreams.
I was looking at the youth. Some of the problems that the youth are facing, they need some skills and information, and they need some people to come here and educate them on how they can manage on the social.
For the social emotional awareness, I can see that the coaches are really willing to deliver such kind of content to ensure that their players are able to work together. At the same time, I also see that with the pride values and everything else that we are talking about, the coaches are more engaged and there's more feeling from them that they can deliver the programming. This strategy is not just to say for the employees of BPF, but it's for them. So I want to also understand what role can they take in that process so that we achieve it together. If we're able to come up with a young man or a young girl who's able to say, I was involved in a BPF program, this is what I gave into the program, this is what I got back from it, that would be our achievement.
Creating mindset change, not only for those children, not only us, but the community, the parents of the children, on social and emotional learning, peer pressure, those things we have to teach those children. The other thing is how for them to have their unique thing and work on it, because you have learned about uniqueness, yeah? So mine was being independent, yeah. Being a coach, it's a very tough work, but being independent, being you, that you can even manage to do that thing, yes.
We are training these children to improve themselves and also the coaches, so they can learn more about netball and life skills. I was studying like these children as I was learning more step by step. Then I become a coach. To me, I'm very excited to teach these children. These are my future. When I was young, I always have a dream that I want to be a coach, I want to be a good player and like a model to these children. So now, yeah, I'm very happy. I really appreciate it.
So these are BPF club representatives, whereby they are learning issues affecting the youth in line with our developmental goals by Malawi government. They'll be the agent of change, whereby they go into the communities and teach people, especially the young people, and be themselves examples to lead others to change the world, to change the mindset.
I've called all the players to come and do some exercise. There is
Michinsapo Buffaloes, to Hippos Rugby Club, Bubesi Pride for the nation team, and Falcons Rugby Club. We want to build Malawi for better rugby. That's into the future we should have a great team coming in from Malawi for rugby, yes.
If you look at our theory of change, that's one of our inputs, the team. So we really need the input from them to see how well we can develop a strategy that spans these 3 years and that makes sense and which the team can easily implement. The team was saying they need some skills, with the work that they do. And I think the other thing is working resources, the tools that they need. That's also top of my list to streamline that. Communication has been one of the challenges that has been pointed out.
Togetherness, it can bring BPF on the map. Everyone can have something to say that the organization is going higher. BPF is putting people in the position of understanding what's life, how's the life going, everything that they can make.
It feels so good. As from my experience, coming from a long way, I've been in the development area, starting at a tender age, and coming here, helping these young coaches, young players to be successful in becoming good coaches in the future. It's a good thing.
We are looking for at least sharing the information as far as SRHR is concerned to our young people, whereby basically we're targeting the young people in the already existing institutions. So we just want to see these young people to be protected from all kinds of issues that really put them to challenges, and as far as HIV and sometimes even unintended pregnancies is concerned. Yeah, so we want them to access the services. We
also want to ensure that we are able to get information, learn new things about sexual reproductive health rights. Another vision for us is to see the center be that hub of information, whereby young people can receive sexual reproductive health rights information. This is an opportunity to work with a like-minded organization in terms of program delivery, but as well as in terms of the people who work within that organization and who lead it, young people.
So we have rugby with Whipload and Frank, and here we have Eliza and Margaret. This is netball session, and there's a rugby session starting at the same time. Everything, as you can see, everything is just okay, and we started well. We don't have any problem. If you can see the number of players in good number, that we can qualify that session is happening. To start the session, they need to have enough prayers, 10 above prayers. So when they'll be done with this post, they will start their life skills session with the same prayer.
Through an interactive and participative process, we have been able to develop 9 strategic goals. While we developed these goals, we also grouped them into subcategories. So we have 3 sets of categories for each of these 9 objectives that we have developed. So the first category is safeguarding. So safeguarding will run throughout our whole organization so that we ensure that no one is left behind, is protected at all times as they're involved in our programming.
The importance of safeguarding the organization, this will help us as well as the players, even the coaches, so that it can be a safe environment for them. They can have fun, they can enjoy without any risk.
Another category is an operations category of objectives. So this looks at the running of the organization in terms of the programming activities that we are delivering and what kind of different activities are we also engaged in as an organization as we run our operations. So this also talks back to how we operate the community center that we have. Now when you come to organization development, is to ensure that we have the necessary policies, the necessary support, the necessary information, the necessary legal awareness to ensure that our organization is developed efficiently and effectively.
You have to change, you have to choose be defender and this one become attacker. You can join your friends. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
We have a very good team, but we need to ensure that the team has the necessary level of knowledge and skills to deliver programming activities.
And the first opportunity to grow is through the staff and the people themselves within Malawian culture. The positivity that each individual is demonstrating. Sport is only going to amplify that. Bubesi Pride is an absolute pillar to the communities in and around Malawi and in and around Lilongwe. It's the people and their attitude to sport that's going to help Malawi use it as a vehicle to develop and grow and enhance these communities.
Youth intervention is very important. It's a must that we see these youth grow into responsible citizens. So the youth will learn a lot. Safeguarding issues, health, climate change.
Ndizofunikira kuti BPF wina aliyense ogwira ntchito kuno azikhala ndi maphunziro opitirira chifukwa kuti izizi zimabweretsa ukadaulo komanso upangiri wabwino magwiridwe a ntchito.
So it has been quite an exciting and interactive process. We have learned from the players, we have learned from the coaches and also from our staff. We have the board supports to implement the strategy. It's been exciting, and moving on to the future through the strategy, I see that we'll go together.
BPF Malawi 2025!